Hey loves. So we are going to hop in and do a reading that will connect us to your ancestors and see what you need to do them right now in this moment, okay? I will be using this Divine Abundance Oracle to do this reading. So without further ado, Spirit, let's open this officially here. Please bless this reading. Let everything be clear and concise. Ashe, right? It's your first time seeing me. Welcome in, beautiful soul. You are returning. Come on in and have your assigned seat because you know we go together real bad. You know I love y'all, right? And ancestors, step on through and let us know what we need to hear in this moment for the person that is watching this reading, watching this message. What needs to be heard or said in this moment. We have karma coming out first. We have detachment. We have right action falling on top of karma. We have limitless. Why do I feel like this is about to get super specific? Because I'm already hearing messages. Hold on, y'all. Love. Yeah. And that's what I was kind of feeling it about here with this karma and detachment. It seems like there could be somebody trying to come back around you here who got some karma attached to their ass here. And your ancestors could be kind of warning you about this here. Um, I don't know why I'm hearing this chicken, chicken head. Bald head, scallywag, ain't got no hair in the back, jailed up, weed up, your hair is messed up. So, what the fuck going on? Ancestors, y'all always got me on here to talk about those. We got liberation in reverse, humility, we got signs. It's like I'm hearing a whole lot. Like I know I keep taking these pauses, but I'm hearing like they doing that thing again where all of them trying to talk at one time. Y'all have to calm down. But this is how I can also tell that this is a very specific message here, and it may not be for everybody. But yeah, there's like this energy of like certain people either trying to come back around to you here in love, or just somebody that could be love bombing you here with like an energy of like, oh, I miss you and da 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 da. But spirit just keeps saying, your ancestors just keep saying here, this motherfucker got a whole lot of karma attached to them. And with the detachment card coming out right beside, like right after that, then with limitless, it's like, yeah, they're telling you to make sure to stay disconnected from whoever this is here. Because you have already stepped into an energy of being limitless yourself. You ain't got no karma holding you down. You don't have no karmic debt to your name, right? Credit score on fleek spiritually. And so much so to where it's like, yeah, you can't even be in that energy of connecting with somebody or signing on a dotted line with somebody who ain't got that type of spiritual credit score with you or with spirit in general. There's somebody who is not from here. This is somebody who is not motherfucking free from their karmic debt. And whether this be somebody that is like, because I'm feeling for some of you guys, this could be somebody that you're related to, right? And not necessarily, it could be like a parent figure or something like that, but this feels almost like somebody in your family that could have been like best friend vibes with you or something like that. Like a favorite sibling or cousin or some shit. But that cousin or that person could have been the very person that you knew was, either going to interfere with your spiritual journey when you decided to take that leap of faith, or they were interfering after you had taken, you know, that leap of faith, and you knew spirit was like disconnecting you here. That's very specific. It ain't for everybody again. That family energy, like somebody in the family, I keep hearing cousin in particular. But this could be somebody who definitely wants to stay attached to you and connected to you, but your ancestors are telling you absolutely not, because of what is attached to this person. Mm-hmm. The flow card coming out is almost like I'm hearing them tell me to keep flowing. I'm gonna pull some more cards here. Tell me more about this, spirit. Tell me more about this. Got the courage card coming out here. Grief. Sanctity. Yeah, and that's the thing, because a lot of people are running towards you too, right? Because as this karma and judgment is on their ass right now, a lot of people are regretting that they didn't go with you. I said this before in the reading. Okay, there's a lot of people that you left behind that is really being like, damn, I should have went with that motherfucker. Because the very thing you left behind or left them behind in, they seeing it now, right? And for most of us, right, if you're connected to me, then you're more than likely a person that either back then or now you're in some sort of space to where spirit called you at a time where didn't nobody else know what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really had to be like one in a million, standing out, making choices that were very million unpopular. Hold on, we reconnecting. Okay. Hopefully that didn't freeze up too bad. But yeah, you were the one that, you know, what they call like the black sheep, right? You were making the unpopular decisions, or you, even when we talked about before too, even the times when you wanted to like blend in, like you never could, like your light always made you stand out. So when it came down to it, the spirit was pushing you to take leaps of faith here, to do something different, right? To not just be in that energy to where you stood out by default, but no, you made some sort of like conscious decision to go a different direction, or to follow through on that energy in which you knew spirit was urging you already. It's a lot of people for real that are in grief, you know, because they did not, you know, have the type of courage that you had to go towards this new sense of sanctity here, right? To go towards a divine energy or a divine outcome, to walk away from the karmic debt, or to pay it off and alchemize it into a way until it turns into something that is beautiful, that is divine for you, powerful for you. And even what I said, you know, kind of pretty much like, from what I could see, for most people, 2023, sorry, was really when spirit had kind of drew that line and closed the window to be like, yeah, you don't have more time to like figure this shit out on what you gonna do or what choice you gonna make. No. Even in not making the right choice, you're still making a choice. And I'm calculating that, I'm counting that. So after I've kept warning you and telling you to do something different or move in a different direction, and you keep telling me no, cool, now you locked into this shit. And just as I told y'all last year, when I was seeing God really close that window, and it's funny because it was literally around the 8-8 portal last year, the Lionsgate portal last year, when I was seeing this energy. And we just like passed through one again. So when I say for a lot of people, for real, this past year, some people that you have left in the past year for them has been pretty rough. It has. That 5, 10-year cycle that I've been telling y'all about, some of these people getting ready to get locked into in karma here because of that constant choice to choose karmic ass shit, choose the courage, choose the shit that's not healing. It has begun. And I feel like with every year and every day, damn near, right, it's going to get more and more intense for these people, which is why they feel this need to try to come running back towards you. Your ancestors like, nah. We got the change card coming out here. Yeah, there's a lot of changes, like I said, that these people have gone through. And these could be changes that you haven't even like seen or known. These could be things that have been going on that you had no idea was going on, right? Because Spirit made it very clear that when you left, it was no longer your business. It was no longer your worry or your concern. And that was that on that. But it don't matter. Because for you, baby, everything that's getting ready to change in your life, right, is a reflection of your worth here. And your worth according to what Spirit has called you to be and claimed you to have here. Your worth according to what you have appraised your own value to be through your healing, right, and self-realization, self-love. But as well, too, even in the betterment of you and the better your... I ain't trying to test my router, y'all. And it's still giving me the blues to keep doing this reconnecting, okay? But we're going to try to still push through this. But anyway, yes, you have reappraised your value. You have really, really reassigned the law of attraction in your life because you just kept getting better. You just kept shining. You just kept growing. You just kept, elevating yourself here. And so not only do these people see the karma that's on their ass, but they also see, all this glimmer and gold that's surrounding you too. They also see how grounded you are, even in the midst of everything, in this earth, energetically kind of going to shambles here. This shit is noticeable. And I've been saying this for the longest, that the energy will tell. Don't nobody got to go around yelling, oh, I'm this, I'm chosen, da-da-da-da. No, we make it known when it's needed. But for the most part, baby, I promise you, the way in which we gonna look, how life gonna be looking, you gonna know who's who, without question. And even when we talk about the energy that is, up on the earth or within the earth right now, or even just the atmosphere, right? There's such a chaotic energy that has been created. And if you have not already grounded and rooted yourself in some sort of divine peace, or taught yourself how not to be pulled into those energies, right? To stay steadfast to whatever energy is best for you. I feel sorry for you, baby. I can only imagine how it feels to be just all in the wind with this energy, or just up and down as this pull goes in this earth, because it is strong. It is. And it doesn't matter how strong we are, spiritually or grounded or whatever, we all are feeling the effects of it in some sort of way. But even in the reading that I just got finished doing, right, and I was talking about how there's a shift coming that's bringing balance, it's like, okay, things gonna feel a little bit lighter and easier and just make a little bit more sense because of this level of abundance that's also coming through. And that's what's going to help you stay more grounded and appear more grounded, because you are more grounded. And you've done the work to be able to do that here. Yeah, with allowing here, you've taught yourself how to allow. You've taught yourself how to go with the flow of everything, to trust the unknown. And even for, most of us, this is a day-by-day lesson, and it's okay. Learning how to allow in all, scenarios. But no matter what, love, if you're giving some sort of conscious effort to it, so shall it be, so shall it pay off in your life. Yeah, with the freedom card flipping out here. So shall it be the thing that, continue to release you into everything that belongs to you. Everything that divine source has provided for you. And your ancestors, I just keep hearing them say too, that energy again, remember that you are free. When there are other people coming to you that may be bound, or that want to, even make you feel like you should be bound to them in some sort of way. Remember, honey, you are free, and free indeed, as they say, right? But even when we think about what that means, like break that down, free indeed. Like if there's a deed, some sort of official document, right, that says, yeah, this person is assigned to freedom. Can't be nothing else. For most of you, that's what it is. And that's why Spirit is telling you don't put your own self in bondage here. Especially not, with somebody who is attached to a whole bunch of karma. That's just like trying to save somebody who, drowning, right? And you jump out there trying to help them, but then you realize that it's an anchor that done caught hold to their ankle. So now it's not just you saving this person. It's like you got all this extra shit. Yeah, it's like that ain't your matter, baby. Stay up out the water. A lot of y'all, again, even what I said earlier about you being the first and having to just stand out, right? Her Noah's Ark. You already built Noah's Ark. And y'all know even the story about Noah, when Spirit led him to do that, to build that ark, they had years of drought. No rain, no nothing. People like, bro, what is you doing? But Noah knew what Spirit had told him. Just like most of y'all, whenever you took your leap of faith and you doing what you doing now, you know what Spirit told you. You know what your ancestors, you know what I'm saying, have been pushing you to do and been showing you and urging you and all of that. So now that it's time to hop in that boat, you know what I'm saying? Now that this karma done start raining down on these other people, baby, and they're going to be outside, let us in, let us in. Y'all know, little Johnny now. You know. Fuck out of here. Got nothing for you. Okay, so you got right now coming out here. What's happening right now, Spirit? You got okay, it's freezing again, but I think we back right now. And then we have the ease card coming out after that, okay? So again, just getting to that space to where everything is meant to be easy for you. And I feel too that even this message coming through, it gives kind of like this energy of, especially don't let nobody try to jump back in or hop in on you at the last minute, right? Because you've been working so hard to get to this space or even just cross this threshold for yourself, right? Whatever that may be, whatever is on the other side of that threshold, whatever you've manifested, that's what you're working towards. That's what you've been pushing towards here. And so even with some of these things too, because I'm being led back to what I just said about the analogy of somebody drowning, right? You know how they always say, unless you are a trained, lifeguard, swimmer, whatever, you're trained to save people, don't ever try to, save anybody who's drowning, because you'll end up losing your own shit too. So it already gives that energy of like, okay, especially if this is a person that you were disconnected from for very clear and obvious, negative reasons or karmic reasons in the past. And even what I've said before too, yes, there's going to be a level of people who you've left in the past that, they got healed or they changed or whatever it is here. But when I say there's going to be so obvious who they are, just as obvious as it is who the fuck they are not. So that's why it's like when you see, that it ain't that, or this person is coming towards you and it's just like, energetically something just feel off about, what they said to me or whatever it is they're presenting to me, believe that shit. Follow that shit. Follow it on right the fuck up out the door. Or if it's your space, you send that person on back on the other side of that door they just came through. But this is not the time for you to be taking on any extra, burdens or anything like that as it pertains to people that you've left in the past karmically. or even two, right? Because I know that I have a lot of healers in my collective here. And some people may even come to you with that type of approach, like, oh, I need help healing, or oh, I want to change myself spiritually. And I'll say this, even as I'm saying it, I'm thinking about a person who did that to me before. And they started coming back to me talking about, like, I just been seeing all these numbers, synchronicities, 1111 and 111. Like, you've been seeing them numbers too. And I could even tell too that they was like asking me certain questions on, like, well, what have you been experiencing? And I'll say, well, I've been seeing this and I've been seeing this, and it was a whole lot of, yeah, me too, me too, me too type shit. Just trying to like say the right things, or saying the things that they think gonna get them to access back into my energy and what I've clearly become. But that's the thing, you can't fake that shit. You feel me? You cannot fake that shit. And that's why Spirit is telling you, right? For most of you, you're so intuitive, right? And if you just trust that, you gonna know immediately. But even if it is, you still in the space to where you have to kind of question, or you want to like confirm or double confirm, I'm telling you, baby, make sure you do that before you ever, open the door in that way, or allow that person back into your energy and your space in that way. And especially with the way your ancestors are kind of pushing this message through, like that, because this is again what you need to hear right now. So this is time sensitive, 616 on my clock, right? This is what needs to be reflected back to you in this moment. And the right now card is here. Yeah. So whether this is somebody who has already come around in spirit, and your ancestors trying to be like, hey, let me put you on game about what just happened here, or who this person is. Or if this is something that is still to come, and spirit is just giving you this forewarning, then just know, honey. Just know. And at this point, if it's not somebody that's coming into your life to make things easier for you, to make things more convenient for you, not just, and I'm hearing too, like specifically, they need to be on some sort of mission to help you, right? We don't even need space holders anymore, right? Not just, oh, they ain't doing no harm, so I'm just gonna leave them there. Like, no, we don't even need space holders no more. We don't need nobody taking up no air, no energy, no space that you are not working for, that you are not giving some sort of equal balance, right? Then it's gonna be like it's gonna be a hard no here. And even the song in the background, girl, if they don't know your worth, tell them you my girl and everything you want is yours, right? But emphasis on that part, if they don't know your worth, right? There should be nobody coming into your life at this point in time to where they're still trying to make you prove something about who you are or what you can do for them. It's not that. Because the thing about where we are now, God is so strategic about every person that we are meeting and being connected to, right? Making sure that they have some sort of sense already of who we are spiritually and energetically. Even when I talk about, how they think about all the people that exist in this world, billions of people. But you only come in contact day to day with those people that you're meant to. Whether it's somebody you see on a regular basis, family, or a spouse that you live with, your children, whatever. Or it's just impacting, right? The people that you see at the stoplight or at the grocery store, or whatever it is, right? Even just breaking it down to like the store you go to. Think about how many people frequent that store on a regular basis. Think about how many times you frequent that store week to week. And yeah, you may go in and see some of the same familiar faces, but yeah, there's going to be a different bunch. There's going to be a different combination there every single time, because that's how it works. So when it comes down to you, love, right? And again, in that energy of moving forward, and especially as you're moving forward in the new law of attraction, there are going to be people that are going to come in automatically knowing who the fuck you are, how to treat you, how to put respect on your name, immediately. without it even having to be said from your mouth, from your lips. Oh yeah, you got to do this, and oh, this is what I require and what I expect. Mm-mm. So yeah, if you ain't coming to make it easy, baby, I'm gonna have to hit you with that peace sign. I'm gonna have to hit you with the deuces. Chris Brown chunking up the deuces, okay? We got awakening coming out here. Yeah, because a lot of y'all, you know, either you're in the midst of your awakening right now, or you've already gone through an awakening. With this guidance card here, you're learning more and more spiritually. And you're also being guided by spirit, right? In your decisions and how you move, and even who you choose to add to your life. So yeah, this message here has a sense of duality to it. The awakening can be your energy, right? And you staying aware of those things in which spirit is guiding you to do, to not do, to open yourself up to stay closed to. Okay, I think we're back again. But this is also, okay, this is also what I just said about people, you know, being aware of who you are and knowing that they are being led to you, being guided to you for very specific reasons. They're coming, you know what I'm saying, with things that they need to give you, either energetically, physically, spiritually, emotionally, whatever it is here. Okay, so be aware of that. Be aware of that. Intuition, be aware. And even as I said, you're going to know who's who. As long as you keep yourself familiar with these messages, right? And this is the other thing too, y'all. When I say that these messages are timeless, I really mean it. It doesn't matter what message you click on my page. There's going to be something there that is helping you, that is giving you the reminders and the tools and the spiritual rules that you need to hold on to, the spiritual reminders during these times. Because if things are not already moving fast paced for you now, or if they have not been, they will be very soon. And even when we go back to the energy, we talk about you being grounded and how you stay grounded, right? And how even grounding yourself will look different in all of these phases. Some of these phases, it will look like you just reminding yourself of these things. I got a whole bunch of people coming at me at once, spirit. How the fuck do I know who's who, and who should I keep around? Who should I trust? And da da da. Yeah, remember what we said. Out of all the people that's coming around, are they coming, you know what I'm saying, like with the energy of bringing you some sort of abundance or help, pouring into your life in some sort of way? Are they in there just taking up air and space? Are they coming in trying to take something from you without putting anything in? Just trying to benefit off of your goodness and abundance. And even in those simple questions, right, it'll kind of help you categorize. And if you know what I'm saying, move at, I'll say this, as the coach, right, and the leader of this space, I'm always going to teach you to the most strict standard. And if it's not number one, letter A, that you're coming to pour into me, you know what I'm saying, equal give and take, wrong, not for me, not on it, you know what I'm saying, like I'm cool. But I know everybody may not, again, move at the strictest standard, so you may have to figure it out and do what it do for you. But I'm just telling you, my love, there's definitely ways that spirit has promised to move through this thing to where you don't have to get hurt again. You don't have to learn those hard lessons again. But most of all, the way in which that comes is you trusting and using this intuition, as I said to you earlier. Okay, anything else, ancestors, here you want to give? We got deepening coming out here. Self-love. We have reframe, and then we have invite help. Okay. So this as well too, right? Letting go is at the bottom of the deck. This is that energy of what I said earlier, right? How people are really seeing like you go through this growth and this upgrade and like this, this power up type energy here, right? Because you have really gone deep on knowing what it means to love yourself properly, right? Not just the understanding of self-love in itself, but for you as an individual, what that means, what that looks like, what that feels like for you. And in a lot of ways, that is why people have had to reframe their view of you, especially people who have in some sort of, past situation judged you, or should I say misjudged you, right? Or they've even tried to put you in some sort of box, or, identify you with labels in which don't belong to you. But yeah, with this invite help here and letting go, for a lot of you again, as you invited the help of your ancestors in to come and free you from this, you invited the help of your spirit guides in to teach you what self-love is. It allowed you to let go of those things that no longer serve you. And it allowed you as well too to be in a position to where you can choose who can be in your life and who ain't gonna be in your life. Okay? Again, for most of us, for most of you, you had the first part of your life to where the majority of the people that were there were staged. They were put in a position, to where you had to learn something from them. But moving forward, the people that are coming towards you, they present some sort of energy of like, again, you have a beautiful choice of people that are around you. Some of you may not even be in this energy for real of choosing. You may just kind of enjoy all of, who's coming and who's being added to your life in whatever capacity in which they come. Yeah. But it's all, again, because you're such an extraordinary being, right? You've practiced this sense of openness, right? To where people look at you and they admire you. They admire who you are. They admire what you give. They admire what they can learn from you. They admire what they can learn from your sense of self-love. So yeah, we're going to stay open for those people, okay? The ones who know better, who know how to appreciate that. And even to a lot of these people that are coming in, right, on the flip side of this, because we kind of started off, the ancestors was warning you about them bum-ass bitches coming back, right, and leaving them where they at. But it's like, okay, but this is why, because you have such a high caliber, beautiful energy of people that is coming, towards you here, that see you and that's going to treat you right the first time around. And that's what you deserve, beautiful soul, okay? Anything else from the ancestors here? We got inner power. We have divine love. Okay? And I do feel that, again, your ancestors are just admiring your inner power. They're admiring all that you have done through your self-love, through taking your power back. For a lot of you too, with this Your Path card, you have changed your path in so many different ways. You've changed your direction. You've readjusted it however you needed to, be in a position that works best for you, that keeps you close to healing, always. Yeah. And it's such a beautiful reflection of your inner power and your strength. So, as always, rounds and rounds and rounds for my loved ones. And that's from your loved ones. That's from your benevolent ones here, okay? So, I'm going to close this out. I think that's all they want to say. Let me just make sure. I'm going to show up for this one time with tarot. Is there anything else y'all want to say? I feel like this is pretty cool. Yeah. And again, Yeah, they just making it very clear, like, just prepare to be happy because of your choices here, okay? Prepare for, you know, all the work and what you've done, the choices that you made to pay off in such a beautiful way. And even with the way in which people are going to be coming into you, right, with this sense of emotional openness and true love for you and true appreciation for who you are and who you have become. You deserve it. Okay? So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors. I'm going to put this out here. Thank you so much for these beautiful messages. Thank you for this forewarning as well. Continue to keep all of the tribe, pure spirit, very aware, very locked into their intuition. Help them as well to stay in a position of trusting that intuition, spirit, and that discernment, so that they stay clear of all of the energies that no longer serve them and where they are going, and that they stay completely open and ready for those that do come in with that type of support, love, and energy. And we thank you so much for that, spirit. Ashe, ashe. All right, I love you guys so very much, and I'll talk to you again soon.